You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, sir.
How you doing?
What is your name?
David Dean.
And how were you employed in August of 2008? Can you tell the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
I'm an Orange County meter reader.
Okay. Are you still employed with them?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I'd like to direct your attention to August 11th, 2008. Do you remember that day?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And were you reading meters that day?
Yes, sir.
Did there come an occasion when, on the 11th, when you stopped off of Suburban Drive with some coworkers?
Yes, sir.
Who was there?
One of my coworkers that I was training, and Roy Kronk.
And why were you there?
I was asked to go help Roy out and assist him, and then we stopped there just to rest before we headed back into the office.
And actually, I'd like to show you a map. I'd like to show you Defense 57. May I approach?
You may.
Actually, can you step down to show us where you parked?
Would you space stand now?
He's going to get us microphones. Can you step over here because you're kind of, so the jury can see. Do you see this location?
Yes, sir.
Can you identify Suburban Drive?
It would be this one right here.
Okay. And can you identify Hope Spring Drive?
It would be this one right here.
Where did you guys park?
We parked right in about this location right here. Yeah, about in this location right here.
Okay. And how many trucks were there?
There was two.
Okay. Whose truck was where, if you can?
Okay, my truck was pointed this way, and Roy's truck was pointed that way.
And how many of there were you?
There were three of us.
Okay. And what happened that day?
Well, we went to assist Roy, and he had a couple meters left, so we went down here to the master meter for the school and the lift station across from it. And then afterwards, I said, let's go down here and park under the shade over here before we go back in. So about 35 minutes before we have to head back in. We haven't taken our break yet. So we headed down there just to hang out in the shade a little bit.
And what was going on down here?
I guess that's where the Anthonys live, and that's where all the media was and everything, I guess.
Now, while you guys were parked here, you were aware of all of the media activity here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what did you guys say about that stuff?
Sustained.
I'll rephrase the question. Did you discuss the media?
We didn't discuss the media, no.
Okay. Did you at any time say to Roy anything about this area here?
Overall, as to what he said.
Yes. At the time, when we pulled up there, I told him that I felt that the little girl's body may be in this swamp here somewhere.
Okay. And what happened after that?
Well, Roy, we were talking, and then he went into the swamp to use the restroom.
And then what happened next?
When he came up, we were standing there in the back of my truck, and then he walked along the line of the bushes and everything, looking down inside of it and everything.
Okay. Did he advise you that he saw anything?
Yes, he said he'd seen a skull down in there.
And then what did you guys do?
Well, I said, a skull. I said, well, got to go look at it and check and see if he's seeing something correctly.
And then did you go look at it?
Well, I was heading that way for, I almost stepped on a big rattlesnake.
Okay. And was the snake alive or dead?
No, it was dead.
Okay.
Everything.
And did you find the snake more interesting than the skull?
At that time, yes, I did.
Okay. Did Mr. Kronk try to draw your attention more over towards the skull and away from the snake?
No. After I picked the snake up and put it in the back of the truck, he left and came back over to the truck. And that's when I figured that maybe he was just joking with us, that he wasn't serious about it. Because if you're serious about it, you would keep telling us to come over.
And this skull ultimately turned out to be that of Caylee's. I'll withdraw the question. I'll withdraw the question. Prior to this day, was it common conversation at your office where Roy worked about this case?
Oh, yes, sir.
Did you discuss this case?
Rephrase your question.
Yes, sir. Did you discuss this case at the office?
Yes, sir.
Was it on the news every day as far as you could see?
Yes, sir.
And this was the most high-profile missing person in the country at the time.
Objection. Calls for opinion.
Sustained.
As far as
Rephrase your
you,
question.
as far as you know, sir, were there any other?
Objection.
Sustained.
And let's talk about, okay, so after he's done seeing the skull, he doesn't say a single word to you, does he?
No. Everything turned on to the snake afterwards.
And he doesn't try to get your attention to come over at any time?
No, sir.
Nor does he say anything to Chris, hey, come on over here and look at this?
No.
Does he mention anything about coming and getting the media to let them know about the skull?
None.
When you get back to the office, what happens there?
Well, we pull into the parking area, and then people gather around. I showed this one guy, I said, come here and look, and he seen the snake. Then a whole bunch of other people came around, started taking pictures of it, and I'm holding it up and everything, and that's about it.
Did the topic of the skull come up again?
No, not to my knowledge.
And the next day, did you see Roy at work again the next day?
Yes, sir.
Did he tell you he called 911 about the skull?
No, he didn't.
The day after that, did he tell you he called 911 the third time about the skull?
No, he didn't.
The day after that, did he tell you he called 911 4 times?
No.
Did he tell you he called Crime Line?
No.
In the month of September, did he ever tell you he called the police 4 times about the skull that he had mentioned on Suburban Drive?
No, not to my knowledge. No.
The month of October, did he talk about ever calling 4 times?
No.
Did he ever tell you that he met a deputy out in this area?
No.
Did he tell you that the deputy came out and looked in that area and didn't find anything?
I'm going to object to the eliciting hearsay, and he's leading the witness.
Sustained.
Did Roy Kronk ever mention anything up until December 11th for the entire 4 months that he had called or seen anything off of Suburban Drive?
Objection, hearsay, asked and answered.
Sustained is to ask and answer.
Were you made aware of anything involving Roy and the skull that happened, anything within those 4 months?
No, it wasn't.
Is the next time you heard anything about the skull on December 11th, 2008?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did...
Yes, sir. You have any more questions about that diagram?
No, sir. We're fine.
Okay.
Go ahead and have a
Sir, you
seat.
can resume your seat.
Can I give this to somebody or?
We'll get it from you after. Now, Mr. Dean, on December 11th, you heard a call come over the radio, right?
Yes, sir.
And on this call, you heard Mr. Kronk mention that he found a skull.
Exception?
I would say excited utterance, Judge.
Improper foundation.
Sustained?
Did you recall a radio transmission on that day from Mr. Kronk?
Yes, sir.
And did Mr. Kronk, it was in the morning of December 11th, right?
Yes, sir.
And did Mr. Kronk sound pretty excited or emotional?
Objection leading.
Sustained, rephrase your question.
Can you describe Mr. Kronk's demeanor on this call, this radio call?
Without seeing his, emotions or anything, I guess he was not, excited. He came over and, explained what he had found.
And it was quite a startling event, wouldn't you say?
Objection calls for an opinion.
Sustained, rephrase your question.
Would you describe what he was describing as a startling event?
Yes, I would.
Objection. Move to strike, Your Honor.
Sustained.
What did Roy say to you?
Objection hearsay.
I think the witnesses testified as to the statement and the demeanor of the declarant.
Sustained.
As far as you know, was the call over the radio at or near the time when he found the skull?
Yes, as far as I know, yes.
Judge, may I proceed? I think all three prongs of the excited utterance are met. The excited state, at or near the time of the event, describing a startling event.
The witness said that he spoke at a normal voice.
That's not
and
what he
was
said.
not describing any startling event, and the witness has no personal knowledge of any startling event.
I would ask that the court reporter read back his exact statement because he did not say that.
Sir, when the call went over the radio from Mr. Kronk, describe his state of voice. Was he shouting? Was he talking in a normal tone, or just what, sir?
I would say he was talking in a normal tone.
I would ask that the court reporter read back his original answer before the leading
Well,
speaking
that's-
objection by the
That's the
prosecutor.
answer he just gave. Objection sustained.
What did you say to Mr. Kronk when that call came in?
I said, I told you she was in there.
Okay. And that, in fact, was what you had told him back on August 11th, correct?
And that's correct.
And that's what you were referring to.
Yes.
You did not see a skull on August 11th, did you?
No, I didn't.
Nor did anyone else other than Roy.
Objection leading.
Sustained, rephrase your question.
Did anyone else say they saw a skull other than Roy on that day?
No one else.
Hearsay.
Sustained.
Did anyone else, as far as what you can see the skull?
No.
If I can have just a moment, Judge. That snake that you confiscated or took from the suburban drive, did you keep that snake?
Yes, I had it for a while.
Okay. And did you put it in your freezer?
Yes, I did.
And did the police come and take it from you?
Yes, they did.
You know if they gave it an autopsy?
That was what they said.
Okay. And how far into the woods did Roy go that day on August 11th?
I'd say about maybe 25 feet into the woods.
25 feet into the woods. I have no further questions.
Cross-examination?
Good afternoon, Mr. Dean.
How you doing?
Okay, you made two statements to the jury that you felt like the little girl's body might be in there. That's something that you expressed to Roy Kronk on August 11th of 2008, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so what you're telling us is it was your idea to have Roy Kronk look in the woods, or what you said led Roy to have a look in the woods. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And on December 11th, when you made the statement, I told you she was in there, that's not because you had anything to do with this, is it?
Oh, no, ma'am.
You just thought that would be a good place for a body to be hidden?
Yes, plus what Casey had said to her mother at one time.
Are you talking about the close to home comments?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That area where you thought Caylee's body might be, you've described as a swampy area? Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so have you had, or did you have the opportunity in August of 2008 to see what the condition was of the woods there?
It's pretty dense to see inside there, but what I saw, it was dry in areas and everything. The late August rain hadn't hit yet.
Okay,
And,
so you were referring to it though as a swamp?
yes, it usually is a swamp. A lot
Okay.
of cypress in there. And
So you're familiar with Suburban Drive from your work?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, and would it be fair to say that there are times of the year where it's full of water and other times where there are parts that are dry?
Correct.
Overruled.
Yes, I would say that.
All right. And were you familiar with the fact that shortly after this August 11th incident, that a tropical storm hit the area? Hit
Yes,
Orlando?
ma'am.
Tropical
Yes, ma'am.
Storm Faye?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Dean. I have nothing else.
Redirect? You may.
Mr. Dean, these woods were dry enough for Mr. Kronk to go into the woods 25 feet, weren't they?
At where he was at, yes, they were.
In fact, when you hear this is a swampy area, there are areas that are wet and areas that are dry, are there not?
At that time, yes, I would say so.
So if you go in there, you can walk all over the place, come to an area that's wet, walk around and find other areas that are dry as well as wet.
Sustained. Rephrase your question.
Are there spotted areas that are wet, spotted areas that are dry?
Yes.
And it was dry at that time.
Where Roy was, it was dry.
And if you went further down, you would find wet areas.
I don't know, it was so dense in that area, you can't see in there.
Okay. And you talked about Casey's statement. That was something you recalled, right?
Yes, I recall.
Okay. Did you recall George Anthony's statement that she was close to home?
No, I didn't.
And that's because nobody was ever looking at George Anthony, was it?
Speculation, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Strike.
Any recross? Okay, Sir, may the witness be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. You may be excused.
Your Honor.
Alex Roberts, ALEXROBERTS.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Mr. Roberts.
Yeah, no.
How are you employed, sir?
I'm employed by Orange County.
And what do you do for Orange County?
I'm the senior meter reader.
And in August through December of 2008, did you work as a supervisor in the Orange County meter reader department?
Yes, I did.
Did you supervise Mr. Roy Kronk?
Yes,
I'd like to draw your attention to the date of December 11th, 2008. Were you supervising Mr. Kronk on that day?
yes,
And were you aware of his actions on that day, of where he was supposed to be and so on and so forth?
yes.
And the day of August 11th, did he read any meters in the Anthony family neighborhood on that day?
Yes,
Do you recall giving a deposition on April 3rd of 2009?
yes.
Okay, it was a long time ago.
Excuse me?
It was a long time ago.
Yes, it was.
Okay. And on that date, you were under oath,
Yes,
and I was there.
yes,
Ms. Drain Burdick was there.
yes.
And do you recall page 36, lines 3 through 8? Sure. Let me rephrase that. December 11th, 2008, sir.
Yes.
It might have been my mistake.
It sounds
Did-
more familiar.
December 11th, the day Caylee's remains were found by Mr. Kronk. Did he read any meters in that neighborhood that day?
No,
So as far as you knew, he went straight to the woods.
Your Honor, I'm going to object because that's going to speculate.
Sustain unless you establish a foundation for his knowledge.
Yes, sir. You later found him near the woods off Suburban Drive, correct?
yes,
And Mr. Kronk, after his discovery, could no longer work that day.
no.
And you needed to have somebody else go and read that route that day.
That's true.
And you did that.
I did.
Okay. Now, when you arrived and you saw Mr. Kronk, what was he doing?
He was, I think he was smoking a cigarette and leaning against the county's truck.
So as he was smoking the cigarette and leaning against the truck, what, if anything, did he say to you in reference to a reward?
Objection, hearsay.
Goes to
Exception?
impeachment, Your Honor. This was based on Mr. Kronk's testimony.
There's no impeachment.
Based on Mr. Kronk's testimony. in this
Approach.
area.
Yes.
You may continue.
What was Mr. Kronk's demeanor when you saw him leaning against the truck smoking a cigarette?
He was just smoking nervously, just leaning against the truck, waiting for me, I guess.
Okay. Do you recall on August 11th, 2008, when the workers came back with a snake?
Yes,
Okay. Subsequent to that day, did Roy ever tell you he had called 911 4 times?
no,
Objection, hearsay.
Sustain.
I have no further questions.
Cross-examination?
No questions, thank you.
Thank you, sir. May the witness be excused.